I'm sorry to tell you, but your favorite NBA player is in the files. Not those kind of files. Although, Michael Jordan, we see you. What are you doing? Thankfully, my GOAT LeBron James would never.
Oh, hey, everybody know ain't no party like a Diddy party, so.
Okay, well, at least I know Steph Curry has me, right?
Hanging out. There we go. Oh, wow, that looks so tasty. I got a little something right here, though. Oh, I got you.
Alright, man. We're not here to talk about those kind of files anyway, because in the biggest news of 2026, the KDF files have been leaked, and not a single person has been spared. Steph Curry, Steve Kerr, Kyrie Irving, Luka Doncic, everyone has been named. And not just former teammates or opposing players, the KDF files, they have spared no one, including players on his very own team. I can't trust Jabari to make a shot or get a stop. Just don't give him a tech free throw, to be honest. He's low-key. Yeah. That was what Kevin Durant had to say about Jabari Smith Jr. in a leaked chat, which was just one of many leaks from the KDF files that included saying Russell Westbrook. Hold up. Russell Westbrook is a triple-double cocaine bear. Who comes up with this kind of genius? Or saying he misses Ben Simmons because he actually passed him the ball, and saying people would look at you like you're a Satanist if you questioned Stephen Curry. This man would literally be running NBA Centel if he wasn't 7 feet tall. Instead, we have one of the best NBA players ever who also happens to be more chronically online than me or you. And I know what you're thinking. There's no way this is true. This proves nothing. Well, there was also no way that KD would have had a burner account in 2017 when he was calling his Thunder team trash without him or Russ. And you might be thinking, that was 8 years ago. He wouldn't do it again. Oh, really?
Do you have burner accounts?
Yes.
That was from just over 2 years ago when KD was asked if he had burner accounts on his very own YouTube channel. Does this look like the face of an innocent man? The same guy who we saw in every single video clip during All-Star Game on his phone. The Houston Rockets tweeted about it, the NBA tweeted about it. This was a man in a full state of panic, checking his phone at every second to see if more chats had gotten leaked or to see what had happened. You could see the panic in his eyes. The same guy who said with his own words that he has burner accounts. And on those burner accounts, the things he's been saying, it's been nothing short of hilarious. Because here's a picture of Devin Booker, and here is what Kevin Durant sees when Devin Booker doesn't give him the ball. And when Frank Vogel refused to call up a play for KD, this is who he saw on the sidelines. And these are just a few of the countless texts that we have seen involving Kevin Durant on his burner. And whilst texts about Devin Booker and Frank Vogel aren't going to cause any problems now, whilst we can laugh at him saying Steve Kerr hates dark skins because he got knocked out by MJ, who, by the way, might be in a different kind of files, but that's for a different day. This isn't going to cause any problems, apart from making things a little bit awkward at the Warriors championship reunion, or the Phoenix Suns second round of the playoffs reunion. But you know what might cause some problems? You know what is actually problematic about this? It's what he said about his teammates. Not just Jabari Smith Jr., but he doesn't think too highly of his all-star teammate either. Coach called that play to pass to Alpi. Lol. I'ma turn the ball over with this shitty-ass team. I don't give a fuck. Your franchise player can't shoot or defend. That's a way bigger issue than my turnovers. Remember, these guys are your future. And it goes much deeper than just that. The account, which has been linked to KD, GetHigher77, was locked immediately after the news. Which is suspicious, right? Because if this was some elaborate prank where they pretended to be Kevin Durant, pretended to speak in third person for multiple years, pretended to talk about these plays, you see how that would be quite elaborate? If you did all of that work and finally you blew up after all this time, would you lock your account and miss out on tens of thousands of followers? We've seen accounts make money off those kind of followers. They could have made the followers and then sold it for money. If this was some elaborate prank, why would you immediately lock your accounts? Unless, of course, you have something to hide. Something like messages involving accounts that are followed by Kevin Durant. Because whilst his account got locked, some people managed to screenshot some tweets before it was too late. And there are multiple interactions from accounts followed by Kevin Durant with the supposed burner account. Or to make things even more suspicious, how about someone asking, "Get higher 77, when are you back on the court?" at the exact same time KD had injured his MCL in Brooklyn. Not to mention, from one of the screenshots, this guy right here, Eddie Gonzalez, who is in the group chat, this is a guy who has a very funny history with KD. Because 5 years ago, these guys started a podcast together. And do you want to guess how they became friends?
How we met. So the short story is we met on Twitter.
Just going through Warrior Twitter all the time. I was heavy on Warriors Twitter. One day I just was like, let me see what this dude's about. Let me follow him, and then boom.
So you're telling me a guy he met on Twitter, who he is now close friends with, who he could text personally with his number, is in the group chat with someone pretending to be KD? No, he's in the group chat with someone who is Kevin Durant. And just in case you're still not convinced by all of this evidence, because maybe it just sounds like I'm rambling, which I probably am, how about 2 years ago, when someone was asked if KD had a burner, this is what someone said on Twitter. Before talking about how he had been in a group chat with him while he was on the Nets, and knowing that KD had another burner. Or just to add to it, just to finish it off, how about KD tweeting this just after he's made his burner account, which was the same image as the background of his burner account? You guys see what I mean by now? It's Kevin Durant. Like, you can hide it, you can pretend. This is either Prison Break levels of planning, shout out Michael Schofield, or it's just Kevin Durant who got caught and screenshotted and outed. That's the more realistic thing. And whilst it's funny to look at, with him saying things like he wishes Ben Simmons was still playing with him because he passed him the ball, or him saying Kyrie was on his best behavior around the European, whilst acting like him and James had shat in his cereal. Whilst all of this is hilarious, and thank you KD for giving us all of this entertainment, this could legitimately affect the Rockets. Jabari Smith Jr. is 22 years old. He's 22 years old, and this is what he said about KD. Honestly, he was my favorite player. That was my favorite player growing up. I wanted to be him. I wanted to emulate him, do what he does on the court. Like, I used to look up to him a lot. And over the offseason, these guys were apparently inseparable. Everything you hear was Jabari Smith Jr. wanted to look at every single thing Kevin Durant did and follow him and learn from him. And can you imagine doing all of that and this guy is in the back calling you what he called you? Like, that is going to affect you just on a human level. Or Alperen Şengün, who we saw was already patching it up with KD at All-Star Game, apparently. But for a team that was already shaky, this is a team that has already had questions over their chemistry. Kevin Durant had already started lashing out on Twitter because this team had lost to teams like the Kings. How do you think they're going to look when it's leaked that the superstar of this team, the supposed leader, although Kevin Durant has never been a leader any single place he's been, is just talking shit about every single player on this roster? It's funny, but this could legitimately derail the Houston Rockets season. And there couldn't be a more Kevin Durant way to derail a season than from leaked messages on his burner account. And for that, thank you, Kevin Durant. Thank you for giving us the KDF files. And all I can say is, I hope we get more leaks.